The Nintendo Color TV game was a series of home video game consoles released by Nintendo in the 1970s. It was one of the first products developed by the company to enter the home entertainment market. Below is a general development timeline. Early 1970s, a conceptualization and development 1972. After the success of arcade games like Pong by Atari, Nintendo saw the potential for home video game consoles. The company, which at the time was primarily a toy manufacturer, started exploring the video game market. 1974, Nintendo formed a small development team to create a home gaming console that could play simple, arcade-like games. First console, a color TV game 61977, Nintendo released the Color TV Game 6. This was their first foray into the home gaming market. It was a Pong-like console that could play 6 variations of a ping-pong game. The system had a simple design with built-in games, and players could adjust the difficulty and game speed. Significance: it marked the beginning of Nintendo's involvement in the home console market. Unlike earlier systems, the Color TV Game 6 was one of the first to feature color graphics. Subsequent consoles, a Color TV Game 15 and Color TV Game Racing 1,121,978, Nintendo released the Color TV Game 15, which offered 15 variations of Pong-like games. It was an improved version of the Color TV Game 6 with more options for gameplay. 1979, the Color TV Game Racing 112 was released. This console was focused on racing games and featured more advanced graphics and gameplay than previous models. It also continued the trend of offering built-in games, targeting a more niche market of racing game enthusiasts. End of the series and transition. 1980, the Color TV Game series came to an end with the release of the Color TV Game Block Breaker. By this time, video game technology had advanced significantly, and Nintendo was preparing to move beyond these simple consoles. 1981, Nintendo launched the Donkey Kong arcade game, which marked a shift in the company's focus from hardware to iconic software. It set the stage for Nintendo's eventual success in the video game industry, paving the way for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in the mid-1980s. Legacy: the Color TV game consoles were important early products in Nintendo's history, showing their ability to innovate in the gaming space. While they were not as groundbreaking as the later consoles like the NES, they helped establish Nintendo's reputation in the industry. For many, the Nintendo Game Watch was a line of handheld electronic games created by Nintendo in the early 1980s. Here is a timeline of its development. 1980, concept and creation. The Game Watch series was created by Gunpei Yokoi, who worked at Nintendo as an engineer. Inspired by a multifunctional LCD calculator, Yokoi developed a handheld gaming device that combined a watch and a game, hence the name Game Watch. The first Game Watch, Ball, was released in April 1980. It featured a simple LCD screen with a single game. It was highly successful and laid the foundation for more games in the series. 1981, expansion of the series. Following the success of Ball, Nintendo expanded the Game Watch lineup, releasing Fire and Judge. These games featured more complex gameplay and additional features like multiple screens. 1982, dual screen and new features. In 1982, Nintendo released the Donkey Kong Game Watch, marking a significant innovation with the dual-screen design. This was the first Game Watch to feature this layout, influencing the design of later handheld consoles, including the Nintendo DS. The dual-screen Game Watch also introduced a pause feature, allowing players to stop the game temporarily. 1983, more innovation and themes. Nintendo continued to diversify the Game Watch line-up by introducing games based on popular characters and franchises. Notably, Super Mario Bros. And Zelda Game Watch units were created. In the same year, the tabletop and new widescreen versions of Game Watch were introduced, offering more intricate designs and longer battery life. 1984, final major release. By 1984, the Game Watch series reached its peak with the release of the Game Watch Crystal Screen, which introduced more colorful, clear screens and improved gameplay. 1985, decline. By the mid-1980s, the Game Watch series started to see a decline in popularity due to the rise of more powerful handheld gaming systems, such as the Game Boy, which was released by Nintendo in 1989. Game Watch production was officially discontinued in 1991. Post-1991 legacy. Despite its end, the Game Watch series remained an iconic part of Nintendo's history. The Game Watch's legacy influenced future handheld devices, including the Nintendo DS. Nintendo also released a Game Watch, Super Mario Bros. Special Edition in 2020 to commemorate the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., which featured both a Game Watch clock and Super Mario Bros. Gameplay. The Game Watch series was pivotal in the development of portable gaming and helped establish Nintendo as a major player in the gaming industry. For many,